Okay guys, so I wanted to do like a little story time. I know I had wrote like in the comments, not like comments, but I guess like on like the community part of like my YouTube page or whatever. You're able to like write like little statuses or whatever. And Friday? Yeah, it was Friday. Got myself into like a little situation, and I'm just letting you know right now that it was not my fault. I'm gonna start sparking up the blunt. It was not my fault. As an adult, I will take responsibility for not walking away, but after everything that happened after that was not my fault. So this is what happened. So me and my man, we went to LA. We went to like Long Beach and I forgot where else, but we kind of did like some drinking like before. We went to like a cute little bar, like a rooftop bar, and they made like little cute cocktails or whatever, like, you know, little bougie ones. And so not gonna lie, we were kind of tipsy. Then after that, we went to Hollywood, and sorry, we went to Hollywood, and I was like, I have to go pee, like, let's go to Denny's. And I know if you guys know like where Hollywood's at, like if you guys live around there, you guys been there, if you go there a lot, there's a Denny's next to like a Rite Aid, like they're in the same parking lot. And so like that's the one that we went to. And so we went off to use the bathroom, and like when we were walking inside, I could kind of notice like a guy and turn off my car. I could notice a guy and a girl like standing, like hugging kind of. And like just the way he was standing and the way he was like acting, you could tell he was like fucked up, you know? And so I was like, oh, like whatever, you know, they're drunk. And she was like on the phone, like, oh, like we're here, like you know, like having somebody come pick them up. And like I could kind of hear him like a little bit like saying like stuff like, oh, like I put that on my mom, like, so he was lying about something. You know, when guys fucking lie, they always put that shit on their moms. Yeah, and they really be lying. But yeah, and so he was like, yeah, like I put that on my mom, or like he's like, I swear. And so she was like, you could tell she was like fucking over it. Like she was like, let's get, like, she just wanted to get the fuck out of there. Like she didn't want to be around him no more. And so yeah, he was fucked up. So then like we go to use the bathroom, like we come out, and like they're still there, and like we walk by, whatever, we get in the car, and like I'm sitting in the car, like I'm about to start driving because I'm the one driving, and it's his car. We didn't come in my car, we went in his car. Some two guys were standing like, and there was another car parked in front of me, and it was two older guys, and like they just kept staring, and I was like, yo, like why the fuck do they keep looking over here? Like why the fuck do they keep looking inside the car? Like, and I honestly thought it was just because we're young and like we drive nice cars, you know, because I feel like we get that a lot, like, oh, like mommy and daddy pay for your car, or you know what I mean, like we're so young that they're like, what the fuck, like why are they driving like a nice ass car, you know? But he was like, no, like maybe they're not staring at you. And I was like, no, like they're deaf, like looking over here, like what the fuck are they staring at, you know? Like I was being kind of bitchy. And he's like, whatever, like just, you know? And so like I started pulling out, and like I'm like looking everywhere, like there's no, like nobody behind me, you know, nothing. And so like I'm still pulling out, and then out of nowhere I like turn and I see a guy like walking towards like the back of the car, and he like hits like the kind of like the window and the trunk, like that, like where the window and the trunk meet. And so I was like, what the fuck, you know? And I like brake all hard, and like I stopped, because I thought at first like it was because I was gonna hit him, like it was my fault, you know? But no, like this fool walked up on us. And so obviously Jay's first reaction is to like get out the car, you know? So as soon as he gets out the car, I get out the car, and I'm like, he's like, why'd you hit my car? And the guy's like, I guess the drunk guy was like, I didn't damage it. And I didn't hear that because I was still trying to get out. And so like I walk out and I'm like, is there a fucking problem? Like, is there an issue? Because like right away, like I was already mad. Like, you just don't do some shit like that. Like, that's fucking disrespectful. Like who the fuck do you think you are? And so I was like, is there a problem? And I think when Jay was talking to him, like, he kind of like, because Jay's not really a confrontational person. Like, he's not gonna like yell at you like right off the bat, you know? Like me, like I will get crazy with you right away. But he was like right away, I was like, is there a fucking problem? Like, is there an issue? And like his girl was holding him. And so I was like, he was like, is there a problem? I was like, I don't know, you just hit my fucking car. And then he was like, I don't know, I really couldn't understand what he was saying because I was already so mad, and I was just kind of worried about what I was saying, you know, like what the fuck, you know? And so I was like, is there a fucking issue? Like, is there a fucking problem? And like, that's all I remember like saying, like, because I was so pissed. And then he was like, there is an issue. I think he got mad already, and he was like, there is an issue. I was like, why the fuck are you hitting my car? And then he was like, like, it just kind of started like escalating. And like, I was like surprised because I was like, dang, like his girlfriend's right here. Like I was like, okay, like she's gonna end up swinging for him. Like, obviously I'm a girl, you know? Oh shit, hold on, there's somebody coming. Okay, sorry. I had like a mom and like somebody walk by right now. Okay, and so I was like, yeah, so I was like, for sure, like she's gonna end up swinging for him, like she's gonna end up like hitting me or something, you know? And she was just like holding him the whole time. She's like, please stop, like no, like please. And then I was like, I thought it was gonna like just like, okay, like that was it, you know, we were gonna stop. But like I think it got so escalated and it got so heated that Jay started getting mad. And like Jay and him were in each other's faces because that guy started saying stuff to me, like calling me a bitch and stuff. And you know, Jay was like, what the fuck? Like, so like the girl was holding her man back, and like Jay just hawks like a big ass fucking loogie like in his face. And honestly, like, I'm so against like spitting and like all of that, but like he was really like a drunk mess. Like, he deserved it. And he was like, he got like so fucking mad. I was like, because I hate spit. Like, if anybody ever spit in my fucking face, like, I swear to God, like, I would kill you. So I was just like, and so like he starts charging after Julio to the point where he's like pushing his girl. And so I'm like, at this point I'm already mad. So I'm like you're gonna like swing at my man, like you're gonna get jumped right now, like you're really gonna get jumped. And he was like, there was like a lot of like people around us, and they saw that he was already like being kind of like crazy, you know? And I guess there was like a security guard like on site for Denny's, because it normally gets kind of crazy right there. And so like they walk up, and they're like, oh fuck. Hold on, there was a cop right there. Hello, what the fuck? So then, yeah, like he starts charging at, okay, sorry. So he starts charging at Jay, and like obviously he's my boyfriend. Like, I'm not gonna let him, like, I'm not gonna be like that girl. I'm not gonna let him like get attacked, you know? So I'm like, okay, at this point, like, I'm telling him, like, you're gonna get jumped right now, because there was like mad people outside, and like they were all like on our side because they saw that he fucking came up to the car and like he just randomly hit it, you know, and he was acting crazy. And so he was like he started, like, since I was talking shit, he started walking towards, like, I think Jay kind of, like, moved out of the way. And so I was standing right there, and I was still talking shit to him. And he was like, he started walking towards me. Like, he literally was squaring up with me. And so I was like, yeah, he literally started squaring up with me. And his girlfriend, like, grabbed him, like held him. And so me being, like, a fucking dumbass. And honestly, I don't, like, condone this. I don't think as a girl you should put your hands on a guy, because if a guy hits you back, like, that's your fault. Like, you can't hit a guy and expect not to get hit back. So his girlfriend was holding him, and, like, I was so fucking mad from him calling me a bitch and, like, saying all that stuff. I just, like, hit him once, like, in his mouth, like, connected straight to his mouth. Like, I just remember, like, this, like, his lip and his, like, teeth, bottom teeth, like, connecting. And so I was like, hold on, there's, like, a cop right next to me. Like, he passed by me. But and so I just remember, like, that, like, hit my hand and his, like, you know, like, teeth connecting and, like, his lip. And so I was like, fuck, like, yeah, you know, like, I was like, I wasn't even thinking, like, I just did it. And so, like, he charged at me again. And the security that was right there, he wasn't, like, tall and buff. Like, he was kind of, like, short and, like chubby, you know. He just seen him, like, walking towards me and, like, grabbed him and just, like, threw him on his back. I was like, oh my god, like, I was like, there's no way this shit is getting, like, this crazy. And he fucking, like, yeah, like, he got back up and he was so mad. Like, everybody was so against him. Everybody was like, you need to get the fuck out of here. And, like, everybody was, like, telling us, like, calm down, like, it's fine, just get in your car before the cops come, like, just leave. And, like, honestly, like, everybody was kind of buzzed. Like, I know that sounds horrible, but everybody was buzzed. Like, the security guard, his sister, because I guess his sister was right there and she was, like, talking to us. And that guy was fucked up. Like, everybody was asking for a DUI, you know what I mean? Or, like, in, like, public intoxication or something. But he was like, they were like, just leave. And so we were like, okay, like they were kind of, like, still, like, my man and him were still, like, talking shit. And I was like, come on, babe, like, let's just leave, like, let's just go already. And we just kind of, like, dipped. But I was so mad. Like, we were gonna go drink in Hollywood, and then my man was like, I don't think we should go. Like, it, like, fucked up the whole day. Like, it's not even gonna be fun no more. Like, we got into it with the guy at Denny's. Like, imagine, like, people at the bar. And I'm like, no, like, let's go. Like, I'm not gonna let him fuck up my weekend, like, my Friday. Like, no, like, I'm not gonna let him do that. And so yeah, like, I just, like, we ended up going to Hollywood, and we drank, like, one drink, and that was pretty much it. But we were like, oh my god. And we were, like, thinking, I was like, it's crazy because, like, this whole time we thought we were gonna get into it with somebody, like, at the bar, because, you know, sometimes, like, bars can be kind of rowdy. And I was like, ugh, like, I don't want to deal with that, you know. And, like, surprisingly, when we went to the bar, like, everybody was super cool. Like, girls were walking up to me and they were like, hey, like, what drink is that? Like, it looks good, like, you know. And I was like, oh, like, you want some? Like, I haven't drank from it yet. Like, you can try it if you want, like, you know, maybe you like it. And it's just crazy how, like, people were so freaking nice at the bar, but then as soon as we walk into a fucking Denny's parking lot, people want to get fucking crazy. Like, what? So we kind of just, like, left it at that. I mean, it was, like, you know, memories, funny memories that we're gonna have. But yeah, it was a crazy ass Friday. It was fun though. I was like, why do I always get into some shit, like, in LA? Like, I swear, like, I always get into it with somebody in LA. Like, that one time, that guy threw a water bottle at my car because I stopped when he was riding my ass. But that's because he was riding my ass, and I turned into the street, and I, like, stopped. And he, like, almost, like, he was, like, honking, and he was like, what the hell is your problem? I was like, don't be riding my ass, you know, like. And then, what else happened? Oh, when a bum tried to get mad at me. Because, okay, that one was my fault. I'm going to take responsibility for it. But that was my fucking fault. I don't know if you guys know where Benny Hibachi is in LA by the Staples Center. well, where they're parked, it's kind of by like a bus stop, and I was like stopped in the bus stop with my like hazards on, and like the guy was like, that homeless guy was so fucking pissed because he was like, I'm gonna miss the bus because of you, da, da, da. And I was like, he was talking out loud at first, but then when the bus guy opened the door, he was like, oh, this lady, da, da, da. I was like, you know what? I was like, I don't care if this man talks about me like out loud, but don't like start pointing at me. Don't start directing shit towards me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but that was pretty much it. Like, some shit always fucking happens in LA. Like, it never fails. Never fails. But honestly, LA is fun. Like, I would move to LA any day. Any day. The people in LA, not so good. And sorry if you guys hear me like coughing like all ugly. I am sick. Well, I'm getting over being sick. I was sick, but now I'm better. Now I'm getting better. Alright, you guys, so I'm gonna leave. I have to go drive to work right now. I'm gonna chill for a little bit and then I'm gonna go to work. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys my little story time. Why you shouldn't go out to LA. No, I'm joking, but just things you need to be like more cautious about. Honestly, I don't even think it was worth like getting into it like that crazy, because like, come on, he was drunk in front of a Denny's, and like, you know, he was just lame. So yeah, just word of advice, if somebody tries to get crazy with you, just walk away, because honestly, it's never worth it. Like, you're just gonna end up being mad, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck. I don't like being mad. I'm pretty sure you guys don't like being mad, so it's really not worth it. He fucked up my day kind of a little bit, but I feel like if I just walked away, it wouldn't have gotten to me like that bad, you know. But we live and we learn. Next time I'm gonna walk away. I'm not gonna say shit. But yeah, so that was my story time for you guys. Let me know if you guys liked it or not. I could tell you guys more stories that goes on, you know, things that we probably end up going through, or that we'll end up going through, because shit always happens, I feel like, in LA. So I'll always have a story time for you guys, you know. But yeah, alright, you guys, peace. I'll see you guys later. Love you. Bye.